it go. Yeah. Yeah. Go. Hand sanitizer. Just keep going. So, Daddy, where are we going?
Hi. You're so cute.
Thank you. Thank you.
1, 2, 3, funky.
When I think about a pet peeve, I think of something literally so annoying that it causes me anxiety when it occurs. And I would argue that I never really had that many pet peeves to begin with, despite what my husband would say. But pre-COVID, my biggest pet peeve was tardiness. I don't like it when people are late, especially if they're habitually late and they don't give you a heads up. Hey, I'm going to be late because of X, Y, and Z. I also don't like it when we're running late, and that's most of the time due to my husband. Now, I think this goes back to my childhood when I didn't even like being late for track practice, basketball or volleyball. Like, I absolutely hated being late. It's just one of those things for me. Now with COVID, I've developed a new pet peeve, something that seems so trivial to many, but really gets under my skin, is people who cannot seem to wear their masks properly. Literally, like covering their mouth, but not their nose. What is that? I mean, I don't understand the point of that. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And you can call me paranoid. I'm okay with that. But unless you've lost someone due to COVID or can fit the shoes that I walk in every day with a sick child, you may never understand my feelings about this. Now, if you're a COVID denier or someone who likes to disregard what the CDC says, then this particular blog is not for you. It's hard enough raising a child with a suppressed immune system, but raising said child who is in active cancer treatment during a pandemic, that's the hardest thing I've ever done. Why? Because any delay in treatment can affect the state of Ella's disease. Let's not forget, Ella relapsed early, like literally before the halfway point. And if she gets COVID, that's a delay for at least 2 weeks, which there's always this fear of relapse. Not to mention the effect it could have on her health. I mean, when she's in active treatment, her blood counts are low. And that would make her unable to fight off the disease or the virus. So, how have I been handling it? Ask anyone in my circle. I am strict. Prior to Ella's diagnosis, I had strict rules for anyone who wanted to come by the house. And since Ella's diagnosis, I require any visiting family members and family members really only to have taken a COVID test and quarantine. I mean, my hands are literally dry and cracking because I wash them at least 20 times a day. We assume that everything that is touched by someone else, and we don't go out and get our groceries, we have everything delivered. We assumed everything that's touched by someone else is touched by someone with COVID. So everything is absolutely wiped down. We really don't go many places except for the hospital, and quite honestly, that's enough. The hospital staff chuckles because they know my routine. I wipe everything down, and we go to the hospital multiple times per week. And I've got my little wipe down routine. I've got hand sanitizer for both Ella and I. It's just something that I do. I absolutely hate it when we get a double room. Like when we're inpatient and we get a double room, that just doesn't even make sense to me, especially on an oncology floor during a pandemic. But hey, I'm grateful just to be able to get in and start treatment on time. My anxiety is magnified by the fact that I'm navigating COVID with an almost 3-year-old child, a toddler. Ella likes to touch everything. She drops everything. She likes to touch her face. She doesn't always understand the why when I tell her not to touch everything or to keep her mask on. I hate that I feel this way, and I hate even more that my frustration could possibly be felt or even seen by her. You know, I don't want to live like this, and from what I understand, this is the way many cancer kids were living prior to the pandemic. Like I said, because of treatment, their immune systems are suppressed. And so something as small as the common cold could have a traumatic effect on their health. It's could possibly seen as extreme, and it may be for other people, but that's what I feel comfortable with. And the way I see it, my number one job as a parent is to try my best to protect my child and worry about what someone else thinks later. What helps, however, is having people around you that understand the decisions that you make for your child and don't try to challenge that, you know, who can empathize and understand that as long as your child is in treatment, things are going to be a little different. You know, they may be a little bit inconvenient and you may not get to see or be around us for a while. What's supportive is having people, friends and family, and I'll be doing another episode about how to be a supportive friend and family member, but is having friends and family member respect the decisions that you make and offer, albeit washed, helping hand in the process. Now, I also understand that there is a balance in all of this. Mental health is of extreme importance, and this pandemic has taken a toll on the mental health of people of really all ages. That's why I try to be extra forgiving of Ella and allow her to do the things that she loves most, i.e. Ella loves the beach. So I try to do my part to ensure we have a safe, fun time enjoying the beach so that she can pretend like she's Moana. I like taking her on long drives up and down the coast. You know, my husband and I enjoy takeout. I just try to tell myself that this isn't going to last forever and that hopefully someday soon this will be a thing of the past. My grandmother used to say, never wish your life away. And while I can't wait for this pandemic to be a thing of the past and that we are well beyond our neuroblastoma journey, I try to remind myself to live in the moment and not think too far ahead. My husband and I are vaccinated. We did what we thought was right for our family during this time. My only advice to other parents would be to do what you feel is right for you and your family, while also having compassion and understanding for others in their situation. We're all in this together, so let's just do our part to protect one another. So in all, my experience with navigating COVID with a sick child has not been easy. Let your instincts drive your decision making, and do not feel bad about how your decisions affect others around you, because if they truly care, they'll adjust. Shout out to Callie Sky for designing this shirt. This is Ella's 4-year-old neuroblastoma buddy. Callie Sky, she's got her own clothing line. Check her out. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Mom Stinks. Ella Strong. See you next time.